guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be 5 things they don't tell you about working retail. These things aren't about the companies itself, because these are things that I've seen in all companies across the board. Now, the first thing I want to say in this video is if you are working retail, get out now, or try your best to move up in position and maybe one day go to corporate, because working in an actual retail store is very hard and very taxing. But so the first thing is going to be no hours, or the amount of hours that you work. So when you sign up for a retail job, most retail jobs either put out an ad for a part-time position or a full-time position. What they don't tell you is there is no such thing as part-time or full-time, really. Like me, most of the times my positions were part-time. A lot of retail companies' hours are based on how that store sells. This changes drastically, of course, with the amount of employees, and you can sign up for a part-time position and think that you're going to be working 20 hours a week. And the honest truth is sometimes they can schedule you 5 hours a week. Hours fluctuate and it's not consistent. If you are a student or someone currently looking for a retail job in a part-time position, really pay attention to the size of your company, because I've worked in a place that had like 8 employees tops. In that place, I got close to full-time hours in a part-time position. And then I worked in a place with 200 employees. And at that place, of course, I got less hours, probably like 15 hours a week. Number 2 is gonna be, it's almost impossible to move up in a retail company. That's usually because to be like a retail manager, you have to have extensive amount of experience. You have to have sales experience, and then you have to have leadership experience. To work your way up from just a regular sales associate to a leadership position alone takes you about 2 to 3 years. This, of course, again, varies whether you have a small amount of employees working at your store or a large amount of employees working at your store, because the more people there is there, the harder it's going to be to move up and get seen. You can be the top-notch person. You can come in guns blazing, doing far more than your job description, doing so well, excelling and exceeding everything and all expectations. You will still not get a promotion. Guess why? Because Jackie has been there for 3 years, even though she doesn't do anything. She's just been there longer and she has more experience than you. So number 3 is the customers are not actually the worst thing in retail. There's something even worse than customers. That is your coworkers. Coworkers are brutal, and sometimes they'll make you want to quit your job and just say, F it, I'm going home, I'm not dealing with this, because they don't like you or they just don't care about their job or like anything. So they strategically not do anything for the last 4 hours. So when you are then in a fitting room, you have to do 4 hours of work plus whatever you have to do with the next 2 hours that you have to be in there. If you dare complain that such and such didn't do their job, you're not a team player. It just sucks all across the board. Coworkers will piss you off, or sometimes your coworkers will be having a bad day and they'll take it out on you. They'll say something like mean or, inappropriate, and you really can't do much about it. You know why? Because of number 4. Most things that you will go through working retail will feel like they're illegal. Like, it will feel like, can I sue you guys for this? Because this is a little crazy, you know what I mean? Like, say if you're really sick one day and then you call out, and then a manager is mad now because that messed up their day, because they don't have enough people on the floor. That manager can take advantage of their power, and you can next week have 5 hours on your schedule because you called out the week before, and you can't really do anything about it because they'll just say, oh, we're cutting everyone's hours because sales wasn't that great. And so I'm sorry, I would give you the hours, but like it's really like malicious behavior. Any like retaliation or abuse of power, I'm pretty sure is like illegal, but the thing is you cannot complain to HR, because if you complain to HR, guess what? The people that work with you can then make your life a living hell until the day that you quit and you say, I'm leaving and I'm out of here. People can make working a living hell for you. Another thing will be the breaks and the unfair breaks. Sometimes people will prioritize their breaks ahead of you. Sometimes you'll just have to take the L. You'll be doing a 9-hour shift and you won't be able to take your break until like 6 hours into your shift. In some places you're allowed like 10-minute breaks, and you can take those when you need. You're legally entitled to this break if you have a certain amount of time that you're there, but asking for a break that you're entitled to will actually sometimes piss your manager off, or not be available. This hasn't happened to me, but a lot of people who I've worked with have complained about this, and have complained about them being in a certain position, like say the cash register, and they have to use the bathroom. And I think it's kind of like inhumane to deny someone to use the bathroom at any time, but some people will ask to use the bathroom and the managers wouldn't reply, or like will be like, well, you have to wait until your break because I have no one to be at the cash register. So, and then you'll just need to take the L. And number 5, which is the last one, and this one varies from state to state. I've worked in New York City, and it's kind of a different type of beast. The physical labor is probably something that you won't expect. And I feel like many people don't expect the physical labor when they're going into retail. They literally think it's just clothes. All you're doing is moving hangers every day. But no, you have to run up and down stairs. You have to carry big boxes. You might have to drag and pull and push really heavy things on a daily. You're on your feet for hours at a time, and there's no sitting down at all. Some people don't know that about retail, which surprises me, that retail you are on your feet all of the time unless you have a break. And I remember one time I was at work, and me and my friends were like at the cash wrap or whatever, we were working, and we had this customer come up, and he's like, all of you guys, listen to me. Get out of here. Get out of retail, because it will not get you anything but bad knees. He was like, I've been in retail for 20 years and I just got surgery on my knee because my knee is messed up. He was just saying like, basically don't stay here too long, because the physical, the mental, all of that labor is not worth how much you'll be getting paid at all. But yeah, so that is 5 things that people don't really know going into retail. I hope this video helped you guys maybe fill out some different job applications or make a decision to do something else, or push you even harder to get out of there. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, definitely give it a thumbs up. Also, if you are not already, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.